Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Go ahead. Motion. Go ahead.
And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Like 20. 11. 21. Here we go. Tighten up. Check 59, Mike. Hey, go.
59. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Rosen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Or you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit!
From the gun, it's Rosen. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Part of the reason they're here, no doubt, was his big performance in the NFC title game, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl.
Leopard!
On first down, it's Gurley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Thomas, the intended target. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. 11, 11, 11, 11. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. 12, 12. Mike, check. 21, 21. Silver. Bang, bang, bang.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
4 down. 11, 11. 2.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got it first and goal at the 6. They'll run with Cook. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Cloud. Hey, get him. You got him.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They come out here in the eye.
Eyes up.
Here is Cook on third and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the second quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll check this one down to Michelle, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Fighting to stay, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Christian Kirksey in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On play action, Rosen. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That goes for a gain of 31. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw is Rosen. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Rams are in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Go ahead. 11. 65.
On first down, Garoppolo. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off with great anticipation. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And an alley to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
Now a handoff for Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Rosen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Rams on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Rosen to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43.
12, 21. Hey, go. Jam.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
They need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. More from the desert after this.
White. 59 Mike. Check. White.
Hey, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to say, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marvin Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
On the toss, it's Gurley. He finds an opening past the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
No. Check. Patriot. Hot.
Gurley again here on first down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Detroit!
First toss of the game here for the backup Barkley. Open man right side is Sharp. A gain of 32 that time.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams are in for 6. And that makes it 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So out now come the Cardinals. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Go ahead.
Check. Lucky.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
13.
We got 4. We got
180. 11. 13. Flag. Go ahead.
check.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
White.
4 down. Check.
12.
Check 59.
Flag.
59. Mike the 59.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problems with me.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
11. 12. Flag. 11. Go ahead.
Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hey, 4 down.
Go ahead.
Check your crack.
Go ahead.
Motion.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Now a timeout coming here defensively, as on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And Gonzalez puts this one through. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Rosen. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Gun! Detroit!
Now Rosen looking to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Leopard!
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy. I see you.
Leopard!
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, baby.
Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Leopard! Set! Green, 39! Watch him now, Barney! Green, 39! Watch him now, Barney!
Kill.
Again they run with Gurley. A little juke. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd-and-1.
3 down, 3 down. Watch the shift, watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift, watch the shift. Check 3.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Now that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 3rd and goal, Gurley. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Step. Right up like a pro.
Move it up, fellas.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Justin Ellis in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
That is right. Alert! 21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The Rams on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From midfield now, here's Rosen. That's caught inside the 20. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
They get it to him running left. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
6, 11. Flag. 6. Hey, let's get this.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's got room. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there at 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
I got you.
They pitch it out to Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Hey, 4 down. 6. 13. Flag. Hey, go. Go.
Back to throw. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Hey, 11. Check nickel.
Handoff comes to Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
4 down. What do you need? Hey, go. Flag. Hey, watch the ball. Go ahead. Wise motion. White. You.
He's back to throw. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
13.
Back to throw. Open man is Uzama. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal.
Hey, go. 4 down. Check, go get him.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
11. Go ahead. 6. 11.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Wait. 21. Slam.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Well, there's no doubt they just seized the momentum with that one. They can go ahead and kick the extra point here and ride that home wave on into overtime.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will tie things at 20 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Blue 90. No. Check. Blue Patriot. Over.
Another carry now for Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game, and how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
First throw in overtime now for Rosen. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Outside coming. It's run, fellas, it's run. I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
Watch him now, Barney.
Check, 55 right. Check, 55.
Over.
Now they'll toss to Gurley left. That's strong running. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And they need 5 yards on third down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Gun! Here we go. Green, 30.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Go ahead.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Your trip ends here, baby. Your trip ends here.
Number 33 on the run. No gain on the play.
6.
Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Hey, 6. Flag. 11. 21.
Let's go.
Go ahead.
Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go.
What can Garoppolo do now with his drive? Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Cardinals on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
6. 11. 2.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Caught on the right side by Jones. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
11. 12. 11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Jones has it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. This to win it in overtime. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And we will play on here in overtime. But when you get that ball in OT, that's not the chance you envision, and the long field goal attempt here winds up lacking.
And you don't want to hang too much of this on your kicker, but he's going to leave you in a tough spot as well because you give your opponents excellent field position to start their first drive.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
3 down. Set, please.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He'll check this one down to Michelle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. They run. It's Gurley. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game. And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. A long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post. But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Los Angeles, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never anybody, but I got something to do with that.